Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, January 8, 2023. The full moon yesterday illuminates your communication sector. While this might prompt a rush of activity, it can also be a time of meaningful news or recognition of a need surrounding educational, legal, or publishing matters. This lunation can pull up strong and previously unrecognized feelings. It may be a hectic time, but it's also a period of discovering feelings that have been building and then embracing them. People may seek you out to talk or find answers. Keeping an open schedule can help you meet the demands and prioritize, as there may be looming deadlines or a sudden need to run errands. However, try to avoid succumbing to pressure to make a quick decision or speak/communicate about a matter prematurely. A gorgeous full moon in Cancer sign arrives yesterday. Your element blends so naturally with your sign energy. In a sense, it is like your seeds will be watered to bear fruit and flowers. The full moon radiates from the oceans of Cancer, the zodiac sign of the emotions. This could bring you poetic and inspired words and thoughts about love. Communicate them to your sweetheart and speak from the heart. Singles can use this energy to reach out to someone who sparks their interest or even update their social media profiles to be a bit more alluring to potential suitors. Think about your workplace dynamics and conversations from the past 6 months. Certain conversations may have provoked interesting emotional reactions throughout this period, which could have intuitively clued you into the relationships within your immediate work community. You may have also taken the lead with discussions or could have worked on improving your active listening skills. Since the domicile full moon in Cancer is bringing this communicative cycle to a culmination today, you should reflect on what you have accomplished while letting go of any lingering feelings from previous conversations. The moon's departure from your income sector yesterday has done more than just leave you with a better sense of where the money is. This allows you to move into Mars' final days in retrograde motion here more emotionally and intuitively engaged, while this has sharpened your nose for money just as Venus has returned to steer this new professional year in a lucrative direction. When you are disciplined, no other sign can produce the kind of beneficial life source that you are capable of because your higher self is generally geared toward helping others. You must ground your physical body in the here and now to be able to reach that higher self. Use discipline to train your body to crave exercise and your mind to crave the healthiest foods possible. Here begins the successful adventure. This day is one in which you can expect to thrive. Your innate ability to put other people first is highlighted today as you focus on the people within your own family. On this day, do not feel surprised at the rush of sentiment you get while poring over old photo albums. Now is the time to explore the questions you have about your loved ones, because by learning about where you come from, you invest in the heritage that you can then pass to the next generation. The first full moon of 2023 not only falls in your communications sector today but at a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres in your relationship sector. This is the moon's first visit since Ceres' return, but also the first since Jupiter left your friendship sector, with the moon forming a friendly aspect to both before leaving tomorrow. This is a full moon that can give the communication lines a boost, but with support for friendship and relationship building. The moon's first visit to your communication sector for the year is not only a full moon, but it falls at a friendly aspect to the south node in your relationship sector. A full moon can push through communication barriers, making it easier to give your emotional responses a voice, while the south node is making sure your relationships are the first to benefit. Our eyes in the sky. Cancer moon brings all of its emotions to our consciousness. We are releasing old feelings as we move into a new year, and we could have a lot of tears to shed. It might hurt while we're doing it, but the process of letting go and managing one's heart means embracing such growing pains in order to move forward in life. You must react calmly to any jibes or provocation from the people you know. If you feel deceived, be careful in whom you confide. You tend to weigh each word too carefully and overreact to the slightest criticism. You should deal only with those who don't take your mood too seriously and know how to handle it. Resting will make you feel better. Personal relationships don't always run according to plan. Turbulent situations crop up again and again, requiring all your energy. Smaller arguments and conflicts seem to be pre-programmed. Keep calm and deal with this turmoil in a relaxed fashion. It doesn't have to be a spa package. If health is what you're longing for, even just a long hot bath, relaxing music, and a good book can do the trick. It's time for you to focus on your health and learn to weigh up healthy choices against the potential damage caused by overeating, alcohol consumption, and smoking. In the morning, the Cancer moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, forcing a confrontation with suppressed pain. We obviously don't want to go about our lives feeling weak or vulnerable. So, when we encounter triggering situations, we are more likely to bypass them, ignore them, or claim we will address them later when we are in a better place. The issue is that we cannot get to the better place without having the necessary confrontation. By putting it off, we continue to perpetuate the cycle of trauma. Today, acknowledge the wound. You may not be able to resolve it now, but at least you won't do yourself a disservice by sweeping it under the rug. You're feeling vulnerable and it is easy for somebody to mislead you, so be careful to avoid making any hasty decisions. It's certainly better to put your energies into things which give you pleasure but don't wear you out. Otherwise, unintended actions simply lead to you becoming weary and exhausted. Go along with any sympathetic suggestions your partner makes. Mid-afternoon, the Cancer full moon brings to fruition intentions set during the December 23rd Capricorn new moon. The enterprising new moon brought goals for the new year into focus. Yet yesterday's full moon communicates that magic cannot be made manifest in the external world without equal priority being given to our emotional well-being. Self-mastery is not only about negotiating reality, but about listening to our intuition and instincts. At this time, we realize that our feelings are not a threat to our success. They are an invaluable barometer for personal safety and security while navigating experience. Yesterday's full moon asks us to return to our personal center, reminding us that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. The moon additionally sextiles Uranus in Taurus, intimating that serendipitous encounters will facilitate important wake-up calls. Progress and advancement have different definitions depending on who we talk to. Ultimately, it is up to us to choose the path that will engender our own happiness, even if it is an unorthodox one. The moon also opposes retrograde Mercury, suggesting that reflection and introspection are a better use of our time than explaining our logic to others now. You owe no one an explanation for your choices.